Okay. Let's see. Hello, my name is Littlelegodude. Welcome to Minecraft City, Episode 9. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out all the channels in the description. Comment down below. Also, don't forget to check out my playlist. Our goal is 200 subs. And I did some work on the Minecraft City off stream, but just on one of the buildings. So yeah, this house is just... Oh, hi Brian J. Here we have my bedroom in the house I made for my character. Here's the kitchen. I'm still decorating this, still thinking ideas for this house. But it is very fancy. And also, today we're going to be building more buildings just like this one. Okay, now I want to make the layer of the building. Oh, hi. Welcome to the stream. I am just working on this right now. Well, just working on another building. Last episode I made this. The home of Littlelegudude, which is me. Can phone play? No, phone actually can't. Unless it's mobile. Actually, no, I meant unless you have PlayStation. There's only, like, the only game it's crossplay I know is Fortnite, which Xbox players can play with PlayStation players, but that's kind of not Minecraft. So no, it's just not a thing. So like you would have to have a PlayStation in order. No, it's just phone. No, it's just mobile players. Really, Minecraft never has had crossplay in its history. Well, I think they had crossplay once, but ended up being a failure for tons of reasons why. The servers were getting too laggy because of crossplay. So that's why they just don't use crossplay anymore. So that means if you're a mobile player, then you can't play with PlayStation. It's just how consoles were made. Why some games can't play on phone with, well, it's basically the developer's choice if they want it to be a cross-play game. It's the developer's choice. If the developer says no, it's no. So the developer of Minecraft, well, the company of Minecraft said no. And now it's just a normal game. You can't actually do crossplay, but it is still a fun game anyway. Why they don't... I don't know, honestly. If I knew, I would say, but honestly, I don't. But some companies have their reasons, and most of the reasons why is basically just money reasons. I have an idea. Did you got from well, I mean, there was one problem I had with YouTube on one year. It was the year when YouTube was deleting every channel under 1 million subscribers. Well, they weren't doing it yet, but they were saying they were going to. Just because they thought all the channels under 1,000 subscribers were making inappropriate content. But honestly, it was just normal content. But they canceled that because they realized where that went wrong. Honestly, it should have never happened in the first place. And if that did happen, I would have switched over to Twitch. Well, I would have had to. Unless I want to give up the career of streaming, but that would just be lame. So if they had never canceled it, I could have ended up being a Twitch streamer, which I'm glad I didn't, because Twitch is boring. Twitch, yeah, well, Twitch, like, after a couple of days, they remove your streams. I find that very boring. And if you have Twitch Prime, you only get to keep your old streams for, like, 60 days, and then they're gone. Like, come on. YouTube lets you keep them for as long as you want, as long as there's nothing inappropriate in it. No, it's just Twitch can't handle so many videos on its platform. So YouTube, on the other hand, can handle multiple videos in its servers. Because YouTube's always making more, like, systems make it easier to handle lots of videos. Twitch, on the other hand, doesn't have the technology in order to do that, so that's why. It's just, I treasure my streams. Even if they're old, even if they only made 3 views, I treasure them. Because, like, these streams are kind of basically special moments of when I got, of good times when I played video games. Because one day I might have to go to say, what is your favorite strategy game? Empire at War, the one I streamed yesterday. And also, guys, after this is for all the people that watch after this stream is over. Don't forget to check out my Empire at War stream I did yesterday. I have a playlist for it. So Empire at War is probably my favorite. No, it's definitely my favorite strategy game. Empire at War. There's nothing that beats Empire at War. Among Us is yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, that does make sense. But here's the thing about Among Us. Among Us is for, like, everyone, so, like, it really doesn't matter. But I do see there is a problem with it. Because if anyone can play it, that means anyone like, and well, if you go to your settings in Among Us, there's a thing called censor chat. It will censor out if someone's swearing in the chat in Among Us. They have that in the game, just... do you think, Among Us is... No, Among Us is good. It's not boring. It's just, it depends how you play Among Us. It depends if it's boring. Like, if you just... Well, I mean, being a crewmate can get boring sometimes. But, like, when you're the imposter, it's like... Nah, being the imposter never gets boring. Oh, and also I will be doing Terraria later today. Only because in one of my last streams, someone commented after the stream was over, can you please play Terraria? So, I guess we can go back to the world we never finished. Man, I've never seen you play. Oh, well, it's just I haven't been playing Terraria in a while, mostly because it's just there's a lot of games and it's hard to go back to old ones when you're having too much fun on the new ones. Yeah, but I will stream some Terraria later today. Okay, you'll see how I'm doing this in a moment. This is how I made that other one look really good. Why Among Us have losing his Well, Among Us updates... Among Us, like, in order for them to make new updates, it takes a while to come up with an idea. So when a company of a game comes up with an idea for one of their old games to have it updated, that's when they update it. But this also means money. They have to conserve money to get the stuff set up in the first place. So if if the company doesn't have enough money to put that idea into action, then it's just gonna be either thrown out or a thing that happens later on. It's just how it works. Wait, did you see Fall Guys is... yeah, I saw the fact Actually, Fall Guys kinda died. It's just, there's no ban system in the game, and there was kind of hackers messing up the game, and they just kept ignoring it, so all the players eventually left because they couldn't take the hackers anymore seriously. It's just and mostly because Among Us, I mean Fall Guys never got released on Xbox, making it annoying for the players who owned an Xbox. And when all the friends that had friends on Xbox were PlayStation players realized that, then they kind of get mad about it and leave the game alone. Among Us is quick. Among Us is made by the same people who made Henry Stickman, which that company is very smart about their decisions, so I don't see that going, like Among Us disappearing. I don't see it. Because, like, Among Us, the company it's made games... other games, which is the same company it's made Henry Stickman, is the same one it made Among Us, so they're wise not to do the same thing Fall Guys did. So if there ever is hackers, well, it depends. If hackers do start showing up in Among Us and they don't do anything about it, then it will happen. If they do if hackers do start showing up and they do something about it to stop it from happening, then Among Us will just live on. It's just how it works. Okay, almost done. EA is actually pretty good, actually. EA has had a history of making cool Star Wars games and cool Battlefield war games. Like Battlefield, all the Battlefields and Star Wars games they've made, those were pretty good. Like, EA has a good history of making games. Yeah, it's just the thing about Fall Guys, the company of Fall Guys is a little younger, like a little new. So that's why their company was a little wise. Did you see news of... Honestly, there is absolutely nothing wrong with EA. Well, I mean, EA has made a few mistakes in its past, but that was back when it was a little more newer. Okay, no. Oh wait, I have an idea. Actually, I need to go back to some of these houses. This will work perfectly. I just need... You can go stream and check. Yeah. I mean... PS5, PS4, they're kind of the same things. It's just one has all the old games, the other has just all the new games. Like, PS5 and PS4 are still going to get all the all the new games. It's just PS5 comes with all the very old ones now. And all the new games as well. So technically, if you don't want the old games and you just want all the new games, PlayStation 4 is still going to get them. It's just if you want all the old games, PS5 is going to have them, but still have new games on that as well. So basically, well, I guess if you wanted all the old games from the past consoles, I guess PS5 would be the way to go. But if you have a PlayStation and you just like all the new games, I recommend just ignore the PS5. Did you see all EA games? Oh, right. Forgot about that. So, on... Yeah, it's just... EA... Even though EA is good... EA just... is even better on Steam. Steam, well, I mean, well, EA's not the #1 company. It has games on Steam, but it is kind of a close competitor. Like, it's just the thing it is, all of the random Steam game creators that don't even have companies, even they have a higher fan rate than EA does. That's the only... So, like, Empire at War, the creators made that. That game by itself beats EA. Wanna know why? EA doesn't have any games that can compare to Empire at War. And it's basically one of the best Star Wars Steam games ever made. Technically, it is one of the best Star Wars Steam games ever made. EA just can't compare. Even the new Star Wars Squadrons, I've been playing a little bit of lately that I beat on stream, can't even compare to that game. Giant fleet battles. And, well, I mean, like, you do have fleet battles in Star Wars Squadrons, but, like, the fleet battles in Star Wars Squadrons it just feels like normal Battlefront. Because I compared one of the fleet battles in Star Wars Squadrons to Battlefield, one of the missions in Battlefield. And I notice it's the same thing. The same type of fighter combat they've had on Battlefield, but it's just looks more detailed on Squadrons. And even Empire at War is just way more better. Like, Empire at War has actual fleet battles. All Star Wars Squadrons has is kind of like small fleet battles. So after a while, the fleet battles in Star Wars Squadrons will get boring. Why Empire at War... Oh, law, I am trying to be... I see no reason to hate EA. Like, honestly... Well, I guess they do raise their prices on video games too high. But that's just because they have... Like, on PC... the value shouldn't be brought up on EA games on computer, because it's more harder to play those games on computer than it is on controller. But, like, Empire at War holds the #1 record for best Star Wars game. And anyone in the chat, anyone that's played this could agree with me. Unless you were a person that didn't take the time to do the tutorial. Because if you don't take the tutorial, that's honestly just that person's fault. Because like, they have the tutorial there just for you can learn the game, not for you can just ignore it. Even though when I was streaming Empire at War, even though I lost twice, I actually did play the game how it was supposed to be played, and I didn't... You are free to... review on... It's just... Oh, you saw my new... Oh... Well, I'll check it out after this stream. Yeah, I was just talking about why Empire at War holds the #1 record for the best Star Wars game. It's just Empire at War has had a long history, has been around longer than EA. Is this about... what? No, I have not even seen a single one of your... I usually have all the notifications for channels I watch on. So I'll check it out after the stream. But like, I'm not just gonna end the stream just to go look at that right now. But I will. I promise I will go look at the stream after this. Yeah, and also haters are usually common on YouTube. You'll get a lot of them. If someone hits the dislike button, it really doesn't matter because likes or dislikes don't add up to anything. Views and subscribers add up to a lot. So you shouldn't focus on your likes and dislikes because dislikes and likes get you nothing. Neither of them get you anything. Views and subscribers get you. Subscribers can get you your plaque, your YouTube plaque, which there used to be a 10,000 one. Views can get you monetized if you really wanted it. I mean, but it does take a long time. So, like, if someone dislikes the video, okay, and also, tip, if someone starts being mean in your comments, just remove the comment, or just block that person from commenting on your channel ever again. Like, I've had a few haters come on this channel in my past, but, no problem. I already knew why, in the past, why they were hating on my channel. It's simple. When someone starts hating on a channel, it's either they're jealous, or they really just don't like your channel. So, like, if you have a ton of haters, they could just be, like, it could just be people who are jealous, which honestly, if that's the reason why they're hating on your channel, then they're basically making fun of themselves by being jealous. And because, like, maybe if you tried to learn how to do what this channel's doing, maybe you could do that eventually. But some people just don't take the time to learn how to do that stuff. So someone could be like, oh, it's unfair that he's a YouTuber and yeah, I've had that type of person once on my channel. The type to say, oh, that's unfair. This person's a YouTuber and I'm not. Well, I actually had to earn my channel. It's not like this is free. Well, I mean, it was free, but, like, it took a long time to set up. And to get to the point where I am now, it took absolutely a long time. I've been on YouTube for about 3 years now. 2 of the years I've had only a small amount of subscribers. There's a haters. He has 1 million. Yeah, it's just some people like to hate on huge channels just to try and make them rage quit. But honestly, for they don't have to feel jealous anymore. But honestly, the way how to know someone's being jealous is if they start being mean in your comments for no reason. That gives it away pretty quickly. Or another reason if someone starts hating in your comments is mostly if... Okay, but I am going to say this. If there's something in your video, it's like mean to someone else's history, then that kind of gives that person a reason. Because YouTube has the community guidelines to stop videos from doing that. So, if, like, you do something it's not appropriate to someone's family or, like, type of person, like, then get rid of that video because, like, honestly, that's just hurtful. But if it's a person just, like, just doing it out of no reason, then it's definitely just a person who's jealous. Okay, actually, no, I'm going to go like this, and, okay, you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Why is there much haters on... Well, so, like, haters and likes, people who hit the like buttons, neither of the like button or the dislike button really doesn't matter. But the reason why there's a lot of hate on most of these channels is it's simple. Jealous people. People are really jealous, mostly because they don't have that many followers. But honestly, it's nothing to be jealous about, because if you work hard, eventually you can get to maybe higher than that person one day. And this doesn't mean you should brag if it ever does happen to you because you worked hard. This doesn't mean you should brag about it, because that'll make it go all away. Other channels have bragged in their past, like other YouTubers have bragged before and they lost a lot because of bragging. Just like when another country brags, that country loses a lot from bragging too much. Yeah, so let's see. Trying to think. So, like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to expand the road some more. So the whole point is don't brag and just work hard on YouTube or on your dreams, and eventually they'll happen. But you have to put effort and time into it. And also, if you don't focus on your dreams, honestly, life will kind of just be a misery. Okay. Why does History Channel get strikes? Mostly because most history stuff about history can get flagged depending on what type of history they're talking about and why that history happened. YouTube strikes a lot of people for a lot of good reasons. So someone could say they got striked and try and say that they did nothing wrong, but when YouTube gives someone a strike, obviously they've violated something on YouTube. So like, if someone's like using something inappropriate, say for instance, like a World War II flag, it's illegal. Well, not illegal, but like, basically, that no one wants. Some of these history things might hurt someone because of their past, of their families that had to put up with it. And honestly, those type of history lessons are usually no longer made by other channels, mostly because everyone knows that. And the game Wolfenstein is kind of one of those history games, and the reason why that game is no longer a thing on YouTube is because it's just too hurtful to a bunch of people's past. Like, a couple days after when I first streamed Wolfenstein, I found that out and I ditched the game. Why some history channels don't get struck? It depends on what type of history it is. So if you're doing history, it doesn't hurt anything. Like, anything World War related can hurt a lot of stuff. Like, World War I and II had a lot of things that happened. It hurt a lot of people. It had... So you see where this point is going. So that's why most people don't do as many of those histories. Or at least they do it in an appropriate way. Like, there's ways to do it without hurting anything. Like, only talking about parts that didn't involve any... And it's mostly if you say the name of a country was causing most of the stuff back then. That can also have an effect. But most history channels usually, like, make sure the video, like, the video can get strikes, but it's just that video won't be able to, like, get any monetization on that video. So say Kingdom Hearts, for instance, since that's owned by, the music in that game is owned by Disney, basically that video can't get monetized. That's all strikes mean. is if that video in particular gets a strike, it's not your entire channel, it's just that one video. And that means you're not allowed to get monetization on it. But if it's something super inappropriate, the video can get ripped down by YouTube. So, like, just be careful what history you upload. And this goes for anyone who makes their own history channel. So, like, the Civil War stuff, American Civil War, that's okay. But anything World War related can hurt a lot of people. So don't do that. It's just people have bad memories of what happened. And by making those history videos about that, you're basically... It kind of makes it think... You make the people that had those families in the past think that that's going to happen again. And no one really wants that. And even... Like, so basically... This has a huge effect on the people in Europe. Why is the animating channel is the best? It's just... Oh. Why? Animating channels that do animations. The reason why animations are better than gaming is just animations are really good. Especially depending on what type it is. So, take for instance, like Star Wars animations. Well, you have to have permission in order to do those, but like, say like there are Star Wars animations. The reason why those get a lot of likes is mostly how much effort goes into those videos and the animation. If you just put like a little bit of effort into the animation, it won't really. But gaming is good in its own way too, and okay, I guess everyone needs to cure themselves from corona. Why? Like some channels say, I will make animations, but they never... Some channels just don't have the skill or the technology to do animations. The only technology we have it's good at making animations is our phones. Well, really good phones that know that... I mean, it have apps you can use to make animations. And PC. Xbox and like all the other consoles really can't do animations. So that's why PC and mobile... Okay, mobile is at the bottom. I have to say it. Okay, but mobile is still good, because, like, without mobile, most people wouldn't be able to play video games at all, so... And mobile is actually where my career began. Well, not as a YouTuber, but it was where I first discovered a game. I can't say it was a phone, but it was a little tablet. Back when gaming wasn't so big like it is now. So back then, gaming was just simple. But now it's this giant community. Has lots of fun stuff, lots of annoying stuff. And sometimes a lot of stuff it shouldn't be in a video game. But... like, what if animations never happen? Well, basically, the video games we have now have animations in them. So without animations, video games wouldn't be as detailed as there are. So, take Empire at War, for instance. All those lasers and vessels you see in Star Wars Empire at War, it would not be there. Because without animations, video games wouldn't be as good. It would just be back what it was when video games were super old. Just pixels moving around. Not very many interesting games back then. But that was the past. Okay, time to get to work on another building. I mean house. So now yeah, that's the whole reason why animations are so important now. Because without them, most of these games, including Among Us uses a lot of that technology. So without animating Among Us wouldn't look as good. It would just be a pixel, and trust me, those games back then probably got boring after a while. But, like, I mean, video games could have still been a thing without animations. But most of these games kind of used animating to make their games look really good. So without it, their games wouldn't really look like, take Minecraft for instance as well. Actually everything in Minecraft you see is all animations. Every single bit of Minecraft. The blocks, everything. So technically without animating there would be Minecraft just wouldn't look really good. So the whole point is these games wouldn't look really good if there was no animating in them. Well, I mean, like, there could have been a pixel version of Minecraft, but it wouldn't have been as interesting. What is your favorite? Oh, what's my favorite house I have in this city? It's this one right here. Home of Littlelegodude. It's the house I built on one of the episodes. I had to build a house just like a capital for my character, because it wouldn't have made sense if I didn't. So technically, this is my own house in Minecraft. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do next stream. I just thought of Among Us and realized maybe this map needs a Among Us character. How about Among Us Well, I guess you could make a mini-game for Among Us in Minecraft if you put a lot of effort, but the map would kind of take a long time. Not to mention, if you make a really realistic map of one of the Among Us maps, but in Minecraft, I'm just saying, this might get copyrighted because, actually, the thing is, I don't know if, actually, the thing is, the Among Us characters aren't copyright, but like Among Us itself might be. Oh wait, no, Among Us isn't copyright. I just realized there's tons of rip-offs of Among Us as well. But honestly, the Among Us, you can't really end up with one of the rip-off versions because the Among Us now is like has a ton of downloads and tons of good reviews. So like that's, if the reviews are bad on a game it says Among Us, then that's obviously a fake Among Us. Do you know what is the in Fall Guys. Yeah, actually that doesn't make sense. But like, the reason why I don't play Fall Guys no more, it's just the game got a little boring as well. Like the maps are just the same things. The rounds and the like traps are the same things in Among Us. Not to mention how many times you end up with the same exact one. That was getting very annoying, ending up with the same one every match. Like, come on, are you gonna keep selecting it in order, or are we just going to, like, yeah, maybe if Fall Guys one day makes a like a ban system to stop hackers from like cheating in the game and just winning every time, then I'll go back. But if not, then the game is just nope. And also, I am going to finish building up this. Okay, I'm going to finish up this. And yeah, okay, did you see hacks on? No, I have not seen a single player hack on Among Us. It's just on Fall Guys, no one noticed anyone hacking in Fall Guys, so that's why when people did notice, they begged for a ban system to stop hackers, but the developers just ignored it like everything was okay, and the game died. But Among Us did make Fall Guys did make a good game for like a couple of weeks. A couple of months. Up there is yeah, there are a lot of hackers. Actually, almost any game will have hackers, even if they have a ban system, because the ban system can only ban someone if someone reports an hack, but it has to see if there's any unusual thing going on with that one player cheating. If it doesn't see anything, then it'll just ignore it. But if you do that too many times to a person who's not hacking, let's just say you can get banned for it. Because if you try and report someone who's not even hacking too many times, the game will automatically just ban you instead. Who owns So when you load up Among Us, you notice you see that you see that company, the name of the company show up. That's the company that owns it. It's not one person, it's a company. It's just a company that owns it. It's not just one person. The company that made Among Us is the same company it made Henry Stickman. Yes, it's just a company. There is no one, there's no one that owns the company. It's just a normal company without someone who owns it for themselves. That's why there really isn't. Well, there is credits in Among Us for the people who helped, but these games don't actually have a main creator. It's just a company. It makes tons of good games, And that company has been around for quite a while now, and does a good job at making games. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure to check out all... Oh. Well, I was getting ready to end the stream anyway. So make sure to like and subscribe, check out all the channels in the description, comment down below. Check out my playlist. Our goal is 200 subs. Make sure to hit that like button and notification bell to be notified every time I stream or record. And also, I will not be streaming on PC today. That will be later because I can only do it when KingCityDJ is around because he knows how to do it. And also, but I will be streaming on Terraria later. So, Littlelegodude out. Bye.